Hello there, welcome to the AM show, and thank you so much for staying with us. This morning, we're talking about that R21 vaccine developed by Oxford and how it came to be approved here in Ghana. So Ghana is the first country to approve a new malaria vaccine that has been described as a world changer by scientists who developed it. The vaccine R21 appears to be hugely effective in stark contrast to others on the market. Ghana's drug regulators have assessed the final trial data on the vaccine's safety and effectiveness, which is not yet public, and have decided to use it. So this morning I've been joined by Director for Legal and Corporate Affairs at the FDA, Joseph Yao Benny Bernie. Good morning to you, and thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning, and thanks for having us here.
Right. So let's start on this note. How long have we been studying this vaccine, and how long has it taken scientists to develop it?
These are matters that I think are already in the general public. It's been more than 5 years, I believe, that this has been ongoing, and the necessary trials, tests, and things have already been conducted. So it's been ongoing for us, not less than 5 years, I believe.
And this is important because of the kind of apathy people have towards vaccines, especially since COVID-19, and concerns about the time that it took for the vaccine to be developed and whether people were comfortable or not with the efficacy of the drug, i.e. side effects. So tell us what you've been discovering in your study of the vaccine's effectiveness.
The data and information provided to us as regulators enable FDA to approve this vaccine indicate to us that the safety profile, the efficacy, the quality met all the international required standards for us to go ahead. We have the application, we have the data. It was
I'm sorry, Mr. Benny. It's quite difficult hearing you. Can you please speak up a bit?
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, much better.
It's okay. Okay, I'm saying that the information available to the FDA, the application that was submitted to FDA for the registration of the vaccine, indicates to us the safety profile, the quality, and the efficacy all met the required standards internationally for us to go ahead with it. So, in terms of safety, the profile is good, okay, met the required standards. In terms of the efficacy, and in terms of the quality, we were satisfied with what information was available to us. So the process was evaluated, the document was evaluated, and we came to the conclusion that at the time that we were given the approval, it was well enough for us to go ahead with the approval.
So how will this vaccine be administered eventually? We know that there was some time ago, there were some pilots in different parts of the country for a certain malaria vaccine. I don't know if it is the same one. Is it the same one?
Not sure. I'm sure you're talking about the RTS. No, that's not it. But this vaccine has gone through all the trials required for it to be approved. And therefore, it is not going through any. We don't need to be piloting it again here in Ghana. It's been done, and it's been given approval, final approval that it can be used. So it's not going to go through those
processes again. So, Mr. Benny, I mean, where have these trials been conducted?
In 5 countries: Kenya, Mali, Burkina Faso, UK, all the 6 countries. 5 countries in all. 4 in Africa, 1 in India.
So, how will it be administered, and who can take it? The earlier one you referred to that I'm aware of was for children. How will these vaccines, the R21, be administered, and who can take a jab?
These are for children, it's still for children, 5 months to 6 months. And it's from month 0, 1, 2, and then 12.
Right. So children above that age group cannot receive the vaccine. Hello?
They are not part of it. So 5 months, 6 months. Oh.
Okay. And so will this be included in the regular vaccines given to mothers when they go to weigh their babies, or they would have to get it separately? I mean, I know you don't work with the Ghana Health Service, but are you able to share such information with us if you have any?
I'm happy you said that, because that's the decision by the Ghana Health Service and the National Malaria Program. They will take that decision. Just make the vaccine available in terms of it being registered. So that is what FDA has done. But the subsequent decisions were taken by the Ghana Health Service and the National Malaria Program.
Are there any side effects?
Oh, definitely. For every drug, for every have some side effects. Normal fever, you can have fever, you can have pain at the site of injection. You may have some that. But these are things that you get or you go away without getting treatment. You know that means?
I'm struggling. I was just actually going to ask you to repeat what.
Just any other drug or any vaccine, you may have some side effects. You may have fever, you may have pain at the site of injection, you may have some swelling, you may have some diarrhea, but these things go without any treatment.
And the reports we're receiving is Ghana is the first to approve the use of this vaccine. You mentioned other countries where the trials were conducted. I'm just wondering, I didn't hear Ghana, so why does it appear that we are the fastest to get this approved even though we're not included in the trials?
When we approved the COVID vaccine trial in Ghana, the program or the process is that we have, this is done internationally, it is not new. Trials have been done. The only requirement is that the people who were involved in this trial are people that have of African descent or the Caucasian race. And once we have the data confirming that we can, any country within Africa could have registered the vaccine. So there's no stranger. It's done internationally. It's done. And it is not the first time it's been done.
And does this give long-lasting immunity against malaria?
That's why we... No, it doesn't.
Sorry, I didn't get your response.
I think it has come to everlasting protection against malaria. What was the question?
I was asking, what is the duration of the immunity one receives when they get the vaccine?
I think it's about 6 years. I'm not telling about that. Cross-check with. I'm not talking about, but it is not forever. But you have a I need to go.
All right. So if I get you clearly, there's still further studies ongoing, but this doesn't offer long-lasting immunity.
There is no further. The phase 3, as you all know, is ongoing, but the results of that will not change any because the decision that has been taken, the information that was to arrive at this decision, have been consistent throughout, and doesn't appear that anything will change. So what is currently going on will not change anything.
Thank you for your time here, Joseph Yao. Sorry, were you saying something, Mr. Benny?
There's any change in the information. FDA has a mandate to review this decision.
Sorry, Mr. Benny, your line is quite terrible. It's difficult to hear you. I'm literally straining. But because this is very vital information for the public, I'm trying to see if we could stay on a little longer to fix that line. If you can just repeat what you said, hopefully we can hear you clearer.
I'm saying that currently the phase 3 trials are on, but whatever results may come out of that are not likely to be the decision because it's consistent. The results are consistent up to now.
Sorry, Mr. Benny. Too bad. We may have to end it here. I'm really sorry about this. But basically, what we've been told is that this is for 5 to 6 months old, according to Mr. Bernie, who works for the FDA. We're also learning that this is the first malaria vaccine that meets the World Health Organization's goal of a malaria vaccine with at least 75% efficacy. So this has been approved by Ghana's FDA, and we are the first country to do so. And that's why I posed that question to Mr. Bernie about countries that participated in the trial version and why they don't seem to have approved it yet. We, who didn't, and his response was that we were not part of the trials for COVID yet. We approved the COVID vaccines. I was hoping to engage him more, but the lines won't permit us, really bad lines this morning. But I know you may have something to share with us, but you can do that much later when we engage you during the interactive segment.